From Stillwater, Minnesota, welcome to Game 2 of the Skate for Roses tournament. Your Moorhead Spuds are the defending champions this year. I have Twitter Master Lexi Fish on the headset down on the ice. Can you hear me, Lexi? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Let me check the mute. Oh, you're choppy, but you're in there. So warm-ups are complete. Girls take their final lap. Once again, we are in the same rink we were in last night, so I'm going to be wild guessing the time because I can hardly see the clock. So now that you've moved a little bit closer, Lexi, can we hear you now? You are unmuted. I'm showing activity.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
There we go.
Welcome to the group.
Yeah, we're gonna be down in the Ellie Paulson landing zone watching her, hoping for another shutout.
That sounds good to me. Starting on the blue line is going to be number 3, Molly Hawk. At number 2, Alexis Strand. Centering it up will be number 4, Caitlin Shirley. On the blue line will be number 7, Nevaeh Hendrickson, and number 6, Talia Little. In goal will be number 33, Ellie Paulson. Puck is down. We are underway and right onto an offside. Puck will be handled just outside the Blaine Champlain Park Coon Rapids end. So we're just going to call him CPCR. Hendrickson, far side, tries to send it into the slot. It gets turned over to the far side wall and kicked all the way out down to the other end by Blaine. Ref says it was touched, no icing. It was handled along the near side wall. And centering pass is intercepted by Shirley. She'll carry it around behind her net and out to center. Down into the Blaine zone. She takes it right down into the slot, point blank range, and finds the back of the net. And Moorhead
Spuds just showing
first.
their true power and strength. A little bit of dangle fest coming from Shirley on that one.
Yes, that was a beautiful deke and dangle right down the middle of the slot and put it in the back of the net. 13:59 roughly in the first. Shot from Everett is going to get knocked down by the Blaine goal minder. That was another goal. I didn't catch who threw that one in. But we had a rebound picked up by Moorhead and put in the back of the net. So very early on, Moorhead takes a 2-0 lead. Face off at center will be Lane and Baldwin from Blaine. Lovejoy just inside her own zone, sends across to Ekron. Ekron kicks it ahead. Puck will end up down in the Blaine zone and be sent along the far side wall to Lovejoy. Lovejoy backhands it down into the slot. It'll be turned back the other direction by Jess. Moorhead intercepts and back down into the Blaine zone we go. Blaine into the corner. Sends it around behind the net. It'll be picked up and taken the other way by Blaine and dumped into the far side of the Moorhead zone. Carried out. Carried out to center by Moorhead. Intercepted and taken right back into the Moorhead zone by Blaine. Kick the head out through center. Will be turned back towards Moorhead end by Abels. Abels, far side, holds it in. It's going to squeak out to center. And end up on the stick of Schmidt. Kicked out by Little near side. She's going to carry it along the wall. Down and into the Blaine zone. She'll lose it just inside the zone. It'll get kicked back out to center. And then thrown down into the far side corner where Shirley will have it. Shirley, wrap around behind the net. Puck comes free. Retzer, backhand centering pass. Goes wide and onto the far side wall where Hendrickson will kick it down into the near side or into the corner. Shirley tries to center it up. It's intercepted by Abels. And Blaine is able to clear. It's going to slide all the way down into the Moorhead zone. No icing. Handle back behind the Moorhead, and that'll be Hendrickson. She sends it ahead to Hockett, who kicks it out to center. Down into the Blaine zone, centering pass. Hockett to Strand. Gets knocked away and into the far side corner. And Blaine is able to clear it out again. All the way down into the Moorhead end. No icing once again. It'll be handled by Little back behind her own net. Little ahead to Lane, center ice. Lane carries it into the right, looks for the shot, has it knocked off her stick, and will end up down in the far side corner. Centering pass to Strand. Strand with a shot. Save made by not Fargo, the Blaine and coal miner, who I believe is going to be number 18, Catchmark. Faceoff comes to the near side of the Blaine zone. Refs are conferring about something, so while they're doing that, Moorhead is wearing their home orange with the black and white trim. CPCR Blaine is also wearing their home white with the red and black trim. Spuds are skating left to right on your radio dial. Roughly 10 minutes to go in the first. Puck is sent up to Ekron at the near side, who will kick it down in. Ekron along the near side wall to Hockett.
No. You don't play with that. Oh.
Face off again will be to the near side,
Here, Lennon.
left side of Catchmark. It'll be sent around behind the Blaine net and kicked out along the near side wall. Fought for in the corner. Penalty upcoming on Moorhead. It'll get sent out to center. Blaine will go to the power play. And Lee is going to the box for cross-check, or for checking. Face-off is going to come back down into the Moorhead zone.
Oh, look at me.
Yes, I can hear you giggling. Shirley.
We've got coal holes, Lennon Fish down here.
She's trying to steer your headset aside. Face-off is going to be kicked down into the near side corner, the Moorhead zone. Shirley will come away with it. Tries to clear. It'll be held in by Schmidt. And then sent out by the Spuds. Dumped into the Moorhead zone by Welsh. It'll end up in the near side corner with Little. She'll send it off the wall. Tries to carry it out and is successful. Down into the Blaine zone. Shot, save made by Catchmark. Minute 26 remaining on the Blaine power play. Face-off will be near side of the Blaine zone. Lane and I'm not entirely sure who it was for CPCR. Blaine, far side corner, tries to center it up, has it knocked away. It'll get flipped up into the air and out to center where Lovejoy will collect it in just inside of her own zone. Lovejoy along the wall to Lane. Lane up and out into center with Retzer. She'll carry it all the way down in. She's going to take the shot. Rebound is loose in the slot. Retzer tries to get it away, and it'll get covered up. Oh, it's still loose. Excuse me. And Welsh is going to come away with it. Is going to clear it out to center. Dumped into the Moorhead zone by Walker. Lovejoy will have it behind her own net. Cross over to Ekron. Ekron carries it out into center. She'll have it poked off her stick. Lane picks it up along the near side and shovels it into the Blaine zone. Sent out through center and all the way down into the Moorhead end. Little will collect it along the near side, carried it behind her own net. Tries to backhand it up to Hendrickson. It'll be held in. Shot from the far side by Bournes is going to be turned away by Hendrickson. And Hendrickson will carry it out through center. Down in to the Blaine zone. Shot will be put on Catchmark that she'll turn away. And this time the puck is going to get thrown all the way down into the Moorhead zone and actually get called back on icing. Eight minutes and some odd seconds in the first. 2-0 Moorhead lead. Face off far side of the Blaine zone. Won by Shirley, sent up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson will hand it off to Little. Little chips it ahead to Everett, who has it kicked off her stick. Blaine looks to clear, held in by Shirley. Finally thrown out to center. Tossed into the near side corner by Hendrickson. Abels will have it. She's going to carry it right back out to center. She has it knocked off her stick. Puck will come free. Spuds will come away with it. Shirley tried to get it behind her net. It'll get knocked away, centered up, and turned back over to the far side. Carried out through center by Little. 2-on-2 going into the other end. Centering pass. Nobody home is going to come over to Shirley on the far side or on the near side. She's going to get her own rebound and carry it around back behind the net. Put the shot on with the wraparound. And Catchmark will cover it up. Face off far side of the Blaine end. Will be sent up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy is going to send it all the way into the near side corner. It'll end up back around behind the net. Swenson is going to go collect it along the far side wall. Swenson up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy is going to kick it around behind the net. Lane, centering pass. Swenson, shot, gets knocked down in traffic. Picks up her own rebound, tries for a side angle that's going to get kicked away by Catchmark. Puck will end up back behind the net. Sent up to Ekron, far side. She takes a shot that's going to get knocked away by Catchmark. It'll end up along the far side, and Blaine clears.
Good catch by Lovejoy there.
Yep. She saved that one from ending up in the other end.
Yep.
Blaine back behind her own net. Carries up along the far side wall. Just about gets tripped up and holds her skates. Carried into the Blaine zone, but the Spuds are going to end up going in offside.
They called her for a late shot.
Ah.
Yep, saw that one.
I was kind of wondering if that's what it was. So a 2-minute unsportsmanlike is called on number 10, Brooke Lane, for the Spuds. For sending the shot late. So faceoff will come back down to the Moorhead zone by between Shirley and Walker. Shot put on Paulson is going to get kicked away and onto the back over onto the stick of Hockett. She'll carry it out, take it down in the far side of the Blaine end. She'll have the poke checked off her stick. Puck will come free along the far side wall and up to Little. Little tries for the shot, knocked down in traffic and out to center. It'll be handled by Welsh at center. She's going to dump it in. Little will have it back behind the Moorhead net. Turned back behind the net by Walker. Hendrickson gets a hold of it, sends it ahead to Hockett. Hockett up to Shirley. Shirley going the other direction on the far side. 1-on-2. 1-on-3. Shot from the top of the slot is going to get kicked away by Katzmark. Shirley gets her own rebound, sends it across to the far side. Blaine tries to clear. 1 minute remaining on the Blaine power play. Puck will be carried down into the Moorhead zone by Welsh. She tries for a shot that's going to get knocked down in traffic. Shirley will have it along the far side wall and looks to clear.
Great
Shot
save
from the
by
far
Paulson
side
there.
is going to get kicked away by Paulson. Puck is going to go all the way down into the CPCR end. Shirley looks to center it up. Nobody home. It's going to get cleared out by Blaine once again. Set ahead down into the Moorhead zone. Eckern's going to go collect in the far side corner. She looks to send it ahead. She'll kick it out to Lee at center. And Barnes will have it just inside of her own zone. Puck will be knocked free and back behind the CPCR net. Up to Little on the near side point. Stolen away by Blaine. They look to clear. Lovejoy
I'd say
sends
that
it
Blaine's
back
doing
in.
a really good job of keeping the pressure on our defense in our offensive zone.
They're definitely getting a workout today.
Me too.
Face off far side, just outside, is going to be number 19, Svek. And Shirley. It'll be held up along the far side wall. Shirley. Retzer into the Blaine zone. Blaine looks to clear. It's going to find its way back out to center. Stolen away by Svek. And turned back the other direction by Moorhead. Svek down into the Moorhead zone. Stolen away by Little. Little will have it along the near side wall. Fought forward through the top of the slot and cleared out by Little. Shirley will have it along the far side, inside the Blaine zone. Shot, goal. So Caitlin Shirley fires her second and gives the goal, or gives the Spuds, I can't talk, the 3-goal advantage. Faceoff is going to be won by the Spuds and controlled momentarily by CPCR and dumped into their zone by Hockett. Steffens. Far side is able to clear it out to center. Steffens and Strands fight for it. It ends up on the stick of one of the other CPCR skaters who will throw it into the Moorhead zone, and it'll come all the way around behind the net and onto the near side wall. Pocket. Back to Ekron. Ekron ahead to Strand. Strand, Lane, Hockett, 3-on-2, going the other direction. Lane shot. Save made by Catchmark. And we'll be down to 2 minutes and some odd seconds in the first.
34 seconds.
2:34. Face off far side of the Blaine end is going to be won by Daly. Spuds are going to come forward with it along the far side wall. Down into the corner, Marnholz tries to clear. Spuds are there to hold. Lovejoy down to Strand. Strand across to Ekron. Ekron shot goes just high of the net. Will be held up back behind the Blaine net. Stolen away by Moorhead. Centering. Strand. Shot. Set up into the air. Kicked away by Catchmark. And will end up along the far side wall with Hockett. Hockett from the top of the slot. Shot. And that one will get covered up by Catchmark. 3-0 Moorhead lead. 16-1 on the shots.
So one thing I've noticed with this goalie, she isn't letting any rebounds out.
She's been covering up quite a few of them. Face-off is going to be handled by the Spuds and kicked over to the near side wall and carried out to center and dumped in by Gerberding. And called back on icing. So face-off will be in the near side, glove side of Catchmark, handled by the Spuds, up to Hendrickson, who dumps it down into the lead in the corner. Blaine sends it out to center, handled by Little, tossed around and sent in far side and cleared right back out by Schmidt. It'll end up down in the Moorhead zone, centering pass. Shot taken on Paulson, gets kicked away and over to the near side wall. Up to Abels at the point. She tries to center it up. Spuds are able to intercept. Down into the Blaine end. They clear it out and handle it along the near side boards. Walker dumps it in right onto the stick a little. Shot is going to find its way in on Paulson.
Has a bad angle. Top right back in the net off Paulson's stick.
So a bad angle bounce goes off Paulson's sticks and ends up in giving Blaine a goal and putting them on the board. Spuds lead 3-1 with 10 seconds? 18 seconds.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds. Ekron just inside her own zone, carries it out through center, now into the Blaine end. She'll have it knocked off her stick just inside the zone. Carried out through center, back into the Moorhead end. It'll be Lovejoy along the far side. She puts the brakes on and stalls it out in the corner. Stolen away by Algren and taken away by Lane. Lane puts the brakes on just outside the zone so they don't end up offside. And that one she just buried right off.
That is what you call bar down goal.
That was, she absolutely buried it.
Yeah, from the blue line. Wait, I don't even think she was inside the zone.
I think she was either right on the line or just beyond. And that is going to do it for the first. We'll be back here. It should
We got
be
a
Zam
Zam
time.
break.
Ref is having a chat with the coaches. So that'll wrap it up for the first. Moorhead is up 4-1. They are going to flood the rink, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be back here in just a little bit.
All right. What's your name and position?
I'm Talia Little, and I play defense mostly.
How long have you been playing hockey?
For, I think, 8 years.
Who's your favorite NHL team?
Probably the Wild.
Who's your favorite hockey player, past or present?
It's either Kaprizov or Trevor Zegras.
Who's the craziest person on your team?
Molly or Braylon.
What's your best memory from this season?
Probably the Grand Rapids tournament. Playing, like, just being at the hotel and everything. So, it's pretty fun.
How wild are your parents when it comes to cheering you on?
A lot. Like, a lot over the top. Hi.
Who's that?
My dog, Poppy. She's crazy. Sit.
Who's the biggest rival this season?
Grand Rapids. 100% Grand Rapids.
Let's try that again.
Grand Rapids.
Who's the biggest rival this season?
Grand Rapids.
Which area of the hockey rink is known as the sin bin?
The penalty box.
The NHL is a professional hockey league in which two countries?
The United States and Canada. I have a crazy dog.
That's it.
Okay.
15 minutes in the book, 30 minutes to go. Spuds have taken to the ice. Blaine coaches are back on the bench, but the girls have not shown up yet. Pink. Oh, she might have it muted. We got the Lennon dancers going on. Just missed it. Please. So the Blaine CPCR skaters have returned to the ice now. Moorhead is taking their laps. Blaine is getting their brain buckets back on. So after one, Moorhead is leading this contest 4-1. And rolling up the shot 17-3. To start the second, we're going to have Strand and Hockett left and right, Shirley centering it up. Back on the blue line will be Ekman and Lovejoy. And back into her goal will be number 33, Ellie Paulson. Face-off between Shirley and number 28, Walker, is won by Walker, immediately kicked into the Moorhead zone. Ekman will go get it behind the net. Ahead and set up and out by Strand off of Shirley's stick, all the way into the CPR zone. It'll be held up in the far side corner along the wall. Walker tries to clear, held in by Ekman. Right down to Peterson, who will send it out to center, and Ekman will carry it in on the near side. Ekman tries for the shot, gets knocked down by Peterson and sent back out to center. Dumped into the Moorhead zone, far side corner, will end up coming around behind the net. Ekman will go get it. Ekman along the near side wall, up to Everett, out through center. Everett hard and fast, 3-on-1. Puck comes free and it'll get sent back behind the net. Kicked over onto the near side wall, little steps up. She's going to carry it around behind the net, looks for the wraparound. Puck comes free, it'll get sent along the far side wall. Hendrickson to hold, sends it down into the slot, nobody there to pick it up. Abels turns it out to Walker at center. Lane steals it away along the far side wall, down in, top of the slot, shot and a goal. 13, 37, 57. I probably bumped that just now. 5-1 Moorhead lead. Face off at center between Lane and Baldwin. Taken away by Swenson. Carried down in along the near side. She looks to center it up. It'll go right through the crease and onto the far side wall, and Lane will pick it up. Lane to Swenson. Swenson shot from the slot. Gets knocked down in traffic, and it'll get covered up by Katchberg. She'll keep this game 5-1. Face off far side of the Coon Rapids zone. Shirley and Baldwin. Shirley wins the draw, sends it up to Ekron. Ekron lets it slip just a little too far past the blue line. It'll get called offside. Baldwin and Shirley, far side, just outside the Champlain Park zone. It'll be knocked in by Shirley, who tries to send it in down in farther, but it gets turned right back out to center. And then sent in by Retzer. And Shirley was still in the zone, so the Spuds will be offside. Face off, far side, once again, Svek, and Shirley. Shirley wins the draw over to Ekron. Ekron across to Lovejoy. Lovejoy dumps it into the zone, right down in on Catchmark, who makes a waffle block save. Down into the corner, Shirley centers it up, goes through the crease and all the way to the far side. And Blaine is able to clear. Stolen away by Lovejoy. She tries to send it ahead. It'll end up with Ekron, who kicks it off a Strand's stick and into the zone. Taken out by Sventana. Handled by, or stolen away by Ekron, carried down into the zone. I don't think that one was offside, but the ref said it was. Let's see the instant replay on that one. Either way, whistle was blown. Svek. S-C-E-C-H. Kicked into the Blaine zone by Little and turned right back out by Del Castillo. Poke checked away from Lane at center. Knocked away from Sventana by Hendrickson. And Everett is going to carry it in along the near side wall. Everett tries to center it up. It gets knocked away in traffic. Up to Hendrickson. He'll flip it back down into Everett. Everett centering pass. Knocked away by Del Castillo. Sventana out through center. Hendrickson steps up. Puck will come free and end up all the way back behind the Moorhead net. Wraparound is knocked away by Hendrickson. We sent out to center ice. Lane is going to have it carried in. Shot goes high over the net and onto the far side wall where it'll be taken out by Del Castillo. Or excuse me, Jesh. Held up at center by the Spuds. Knocked down into the Blaine zone by Swenson. And cleared right back out on the far side. Daly and Retzer right in front of the penalty box. Up to Lovejoy to Swenson. Swenson has it poke checked away by Abels. Ekron comes away with it just inside or just outside the zone. She's going to carry it in across. Shot is going to be turned away by Abels. Up to Lovejoy at the point. Lovejoy to Ekron. Ekron to Swenson. Swenson's going to kick it around behind the net. Shirley looks for the wraparound, looks to center it up. He'll have it knocked off her stick. And this one is going to get set all the way out and down to the Moorhead end and get called back on icing. No ice. Play will continue. Not sure what happened there. Lovejoy is going to be headed to the box now for checking. That'll send Champlain Park to the power play. Yes, I'm not entirely sure what to call them. Champlain, Coon Rapids. Face-off near side is going to be controlled by the Spuds. Hawken looks to clear it out. She's going to have it knocked away by Abels. It'll be held up along the far side and sent down in to the far corner. Carried around behind the Moorhead net. Centering pass is knocked away in traffic. Hawken is going to come away with it, carried out to center. Hockett kicks it ahead to Shirley. It'll end up in the near side corner with Schmidt. Shirley will be there to steal it away. She tries to center it up. It's going to get kicked away in traffic. It'll end up with Hendrickson, who takes a shot that Catchmark will knock down and cover up. 9:30, 9:38, 58. Face off near side, blocker side of Catchmark. Shirley or Lane wins the draw, sends it to Ekron, who takes the shot that'll get covered up by Catchmark. Again, we'll go to face off on the near side of the Coon Rapids zone. This time it'll be won by Coon Rapids, kicked into the near side corner. They try to clear. Ekron's going to come away with it. She'll send it over across and into the far side. It'll be handled there by Everett, who tries to center it up, but Gerberding is going to come away with it, carried out to center. Stolen back by the Spuds. Lane up to Swenson, top of the slot. Swenson looks for the shot. She dangles it. She shoots it. Goes just a little high and wide of the net. She's going to come away with her own rebound back behind the net. Sent all the way down to the other end by Blaine. That one will get called back on icing. 34 seconds remain on the Blaine power play. Faceoff will be back down in the Blaine end. This time it'll be Walker and Shirley on the near side of Catchmark. Puck will be sent into the near side corner. Blaine is able to clear it out. Peterson sends it out to center. Hendrickson, cross ice, intercepted. Shot taken. Backhand, Paulson makes the kick save. Puck will end up along the far side wall. Lee tries to kick it out. It'll end up with Shirley, who carries it out through center. Shirley down in 2-on-2. She'll have it poke checked away by Abels. It'll end up along the far side wall and go down into the corner. Lee steps into battle for it. Puck comes free. It'll be handled by Schmidt back behind her own net. Power play over. Spuds back at full strength. Shot from the side goes just wide into the near side corner. Centering pass is going to end up along. Shot from the far side is going to get kicked up in the air and over the net. Blaine looks to center it up again. It's going to be stolen away by the Spuds and turned out to center. Jesh, center ice. Kicks it across over to Abels, who dumps it into the zone. And we're going to have a hooking penalty on Little. So Blaine will go back to the power play. We'll have 7:10 to go in the period. Shots 22-6 in favor of Moorhead. 7:40 to go in the period. Faceoff is going to be sent all the way to the far side wall. Hockett will have it. She tries to chip it up and off the boards. It'll be turned back the other direction by Baldwin. Eckert will come away with it. Eckert out to center, cross ice. Has it knocked away by Algren. Will end up at the far side corner of the Moorhead zone. Lovejoy back behind her own net. Puck comes free along the near side boards. Hockett tries to clear. It's going to end up with Algren, who takes the shot that goes 5-hole on Paulson. And that'll cut the Moorhead lead to 3. (5-2) Moorhead lead. Face off at center between Schveck and Shirley. Will be handled by the Spuds. Hendrickson is going to kick it into the Blaine zone. Blaine is going to come away with. They look to clear. Hendrickson will hold momentarily. It's going to get kicked out all the way down to the other end by Tjatzik and get called back on icing. I must say, this Blaine, Champlain Park, Coopin Rapids team has some very interesting names. So face off far side of the Blaine end. Walker and Shirley. Shot taken from the top of the slot will get covered up by Catchmark. Face off again will be far side of the Blaine zone. Shot from Everett, covered up by Catchmark. Puck was knocked free right about the exact same time that the ref blew the whistle. Walker and Shirley, or Gerberding, not Gerberding, Zvet. Shirley back behind her net, centering pass to Lee. It'll get kicked back behind the net. Lee comes away with it. Held up along the near side board. It almost finds its way out to center. Shirley will kick it back into the corner. It'll be handled there by Jesh. She apparently tries to center it up on her own team, so this time Smentana out through center, down into the Moorhead, or down through center. Puck's going to get just dumped in, and Coon Rapids will end up offside. I think Lexi lost her headset during intermission. Swenson. Lovejoy just inside her own zone. Steffens down into the corner. Lovejoy slammed up against the board. Puck comes free along the wall. Centering pass. Knocked down in traffic. Steffens tries for the shot. Lane is there to knock it away. From the point, hard shot redirected into the corner. They'll end up along the near side boards. Kick back behind the net. Centering pass intercepted by Lane, taken out through center. Lane. Near side is going to get pushed all the way back behind the net. Swenson tries to center it up. It's going to get covered up by Catchmark. We'll have about 5:40 to go in the second. 5:18. 5-2 Moorhead lead, 25-7 on the shots. Pocket up to Eckert. Eckert, shot gets redirected way up into the air, back behind the net. Strand tries to center it up. It'll get knocked away. CPCR tries to clear. They'll end up along the near side boards. Shirley holds it. Once again, he's calling offside. I don't think it was. I think Hockett was out. So once again, face-off will be just outside the Champlain Park zone. This time between Walker and Shirley. Shirley to Little. Kicked ahead. Walker intercepts. Sends it into the Moorhead zone. Little is able to clear it right back out. Tipped into the zone by Shirley. Little's going to go after it down in the corner. Centering pass intercepted, turned off to the far side. Little steps in, steals it back. Knocked out, far side. That one's going to float all the way into the Moorhead zone, no icing. Little will grab it behind her own net. As it knocked away, puck gets sent back behind the net. Hendrickson will send it around the other side. It'll end up on the stick of Welsh, who takes the shot that's going to go wide and into the corner. Turned out to center by Moorhead. Strand ahead to Shirley, chipped into the Blaine zone. Along the far side wall, it'll be Hockett. Top of the slot. Brings it all the way to the nearest side. Somebody loses the mouth guard. She wraps it around, drops it off for Shirley. Shirley takes a chip shot. The catch mark is going to get it covered up. Face off near side is going to be controlled by Moorhead. Lane with a shot. And that one will get covered up by catch mark. Face off again will be to the Waffle side. Baldwin and Lane. Lane wins the draw up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy down to Everett. Everett centers it up. Shot goes just wide of the net from Lane. Lane fights for it along the near side wall. Or the far side wall. Stolen away by Blaine. They try to clear. Ekman is there to hold it. She's going to have it knocked off her stick. It's going to go the other direction by Aldrin and down into the Moorhead zone along the far side wall. Lee puts on the pressure. Puck comes free. Ekman ahead to Everett, center ice. Everett has it knocked off her stick. Puck will end up down in the near side corner. Everett back behind the net, over to Lee. Lee tries to send it the other direction. It's going to get stolen away. Be held up back behind the Blaine net and turned out to center. Lovejoy, cross ice, Ekman. Ekman ahead to Lee, into the zone. DeCastillo there to try to turn it back out. She'll hand it off to Baldwin, who'll take it out to center. Ekman dumps it back down into the Blaine zone. Swenson steps in. Puck comes free. She has a top slot. Takes the shot that goes just a little high of the net. Centering pass from Lane. Bouncing puck loose out in front of the net. And that one's going to get swallowed up by Catchmark. 28-7 on the shots. 2:10 to go in the period. 5-2 Moorhead lead. Face off far side of the Blaine zone. Will be between Svek and Shirley. Shirley up to Little. Slap shot Little. Covered up by Catchmark. Svech, and Shirley. Shirley wins the draw. It'll be turned over to the near side board by Schmidt. Swenson goes after it. Swenson into the corner. Puck comes free with Retzer back behind. Sventana intercepts and takes it out to center. Poked away by Little. Puck will float all the way down in behind the Moorhead net and be knocked away by Hendrickson. Along the near side boards, Moorhead tries to clear. It's turned the other direction by Abels. Shot put on Paulson is going to get kicked away. Little will be there to turn it over to the near side wall. Kicked up and out through center. Shirley down into the Blaine zone. Will get tripped up. Retzer gets the shot away. Picks up her own rebound, puts another one. And that one will get swallowed up by Catchmark. And that'll send number 41, Abels, to the bench. Or to the box, and the Spuds to the power play. So I believe that's actually going to be 1:23 in the period. So that'll mean Blaine will start shorthanded for the third. Face-off won by the Spuds. Shot taken from the top of the slot by Shirley. Gets knocked away. Backhand from Lane. Shirley picks up the rebound and bangs it home. 6-2 Moorhead lead on the power play. Face-off at center is going to be controlled by the Spuds. And Lane is going to be going to the box off the face-off for not entirely sure what the penalty was, but it was right off the face-off, so that'll put Blaine on the power play and the Spuds on the penalty kill. 6-2 Moorhead lead. Just just over a minute left. Face-off won by Blaine. Shots taken by Schmidt, gets kicked up into the air. Spuds are going to come away with it. Everett, near side, takes a shot. Kick save made by Catchmark. Puck will be set up. Kicked well up and out of play. That one's going to land in the seating along the near side wall. Minute 37 left on the penalty kill. Face off near side of the Coon Rapids zone. Won by the Spuds. Stolen away by Schmidt. Out to center. Sent ahead to Walker. Puck will end up in the far side corner of the Moorhead zone. Kick down into the top of the slot. Shot. Rebound shot is going to get covered up by Paulson. Face-off will be near side of the Moorhead zone. 16 seconds to go into the period. Shirley and Baldwin this time. Won by Shirley. Kicked over to the near side wall, sent back down into the corner by Borns. Will end up back behind the Moorhead net. Side angle is going to get covered up by Paulson right on the edge of the net. 59 seconds to go in the Blaine power play. Probably like 1 second to go in the period. Shirley and Baldwin. Shirley again wins the draw. Shot from the face-off circle by Baldwin is going to get knocked away by Paulson, and that is going to do it for the second. And we will be back in just a minute. 30 minutes in the books, 15 minutes to go. Spuds start the period on the penalty kill. 56 seconds shorthanded, but are leading this contest 6-2 and 34-12 on shots. To start the third, it's going to be Hockett and Shirley. Shirley will be centering it up. Lovejoy and Ekron on the blue line. One by Blaine, sent down into the Moorhead zone by Walker. Ekron. Back behind her own net, sends it along the near side wall. Hockett is going to come away with it. She tries to clear. It'll be turned back the other direction by Abels. Abels' shot is kicked out to center. Shirley tries to center it up. It'll be intercepted by Walker. Carried down into the top of the slot. Backhand shot is going to find the back of the net on Paulson. So that'll kill the Blaine power play. And cut the deficit by 1. Moorhead still leads 6-3 with 14, looks like 31 to go. Face off at center will be Beck and Lane. Controlled by the Spuds. Hendrickson sends it ahead to Lee. It'll be sent right back out to center by Del Castello. Down into the Moorhead zone, Everett near side. Sends it off the boards to Hendrickson. Hendrickson ahead to center to Lane, who touches it up, gives chase. Down into the Blaine zone, Lane will have it back behind the net. She'll lose off her stick. It'll end up with Hendrickson, who's going to take the shot that'll get knocked down in traffic. Everett goes after it far side. Puck comes free. Little tries to send it into the corner, but it's going to get carried out through center by Smentana. Hendricks is there to knock it away. Kicked down in by Abels. Zuvak. Kicked out to center. It's going to go all the way down into the Moorhead, or into the Blaine zone. No icing. Everett gives chase. She'll get it right behind the net. She'll have it stolen away. Swenson is there to take it away. Swenson's shot's going to get kicked over the net. Blaine looks to clear. Shirley shot. Will get covered up by Catchmark. Face off far side of the Blaine zone. Backhand by Retzer will end up along the side of the net and get kicked back up along the wall. Marin holds. Ahead to Peterson. Sent out to Gerberding, who will send it behind the Moorhead net. Necker will come away with it. Walker. Centering pass. Intercepted by Swenson. Sent ahead to Shirley. Shirley chipped ahead down into the Walkers, or into the Blaine zone. She's going to bring it around. She takes a shot. That was going to get covered up. Rebound loose in the slot. Comes up to Lovejoy at the point. She sends it back down in deep. It'll be kicked out the other direction. And Walker will get taken out mid-ice by Lovejoy. Lovejoy will be headed to the box. Walker is able to get up and skate off under her own power. Lovejoy heads to the box. And Blaine, Champlain Park, Coon Rapids go to the power play. 12-16. 12-10. 6-3 Moorhead lead, 37-13 on the shots. They'll be skating one skater down for the next 2 minutes. Face-off will be the near side of the Moorhead zone between Lane and Baldwin. Kicked up to the point. Moorhead's going to have another one going to the box. Puck's loose out in front of Paulson. Rebound is going to get covered up by Paulson. Now the Spuds are going to be down by 2 skaters. Hockett is apparently the guilty culprit. No idea what she did. And Lane. So double penalties. Well, Hockett is out. Lane is in. So a minute 50 of 5-on-3 with just over 12 minutes to go in the periods. Puck will be kicked down into the corner. Held up along the near side wall. Shirley is able to clear it. Just inside of her own zone, it'll be Schmidt who will collect it. Schmidt ahead to Baldwin. Shot taken from the side is going to get knocked away by Paulson and into the corner. Held up along the near side wall, up to Abels, who gets the shot away. That'll get knocked down by Paulson. Back up to Abels. Abels' shot is going to get knocked away in traffic. Little will have it down in the corner. Centering pass is going to get covered up by Paulson. We'll have a minute 7 on 5-on-3 and minute 18 on the penalty kill. Swenson, Everett, Ekron. Everett to face off. She's going to kick it over to the near side. It'll be sent up. Shot taken, blocked, knocked down by Paulson and covered up. The shot was from Welsh along the side. 1 minute left and 5-on-3. Everett to face off again. Cleared out by Swenson. Sent up to Abels, who tries for the shot. Everett knocks it down. She got dinged on that one. Swenson and Ekron are able to hold it up and clear. Sent ahead by Ekron and picked up by Abels. Back down to the Moorhead zone. Abels goes. She's going to bring it in near side. She tries for the shot. Ekron is there to get in front of it, knock it away right onto the stick of Shirley. Shirley's going to carry it out center ice. Down in along the near side wall. Side angle shot. Glove save made by Catchmark. Puck will end up back behind the Moorhead net. Spud switch it up. Poked away by Swenson. Far side. Swenson sends it up and off the wall. That one's going to go all the way down and get called back on it. Nope, that one's going to get intercepted before it gets there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 left on the 5-3. Hendrickson steps up, intercepts, shot. Kicked away by Catchmark. 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. Little will have it out center ice. Spuds back in full strength, laying out of the box. Knocked away along the far side wall by Tajanic. Lovejoy will have it back behind her own net. Puts the brakes on, goes back the other direction. She has it knocked away. Puck will come free and into the near side corner to Little. Little ahead to Shirley. Shirley hard and fast, near side. She's going to carry it in. She takes the shot. That one will go off the face mask of Catchmark and onto the far side wall. Hockett will have it. She tries to take it down into the top of the slot, has it skated away. It'll end up down to the far side corner. Cleared out by Blaine. Stolen away by Little. Lane, center ice, drops it off for Little. Little carries it in right down the center, takes a shot. Waffle blocker save made by Catchmark. Ekron just inside her own zone. Sends it ahead to Lee. Poke checked away onto the stick of Bournes. She tries to send it in the Moorhead zone. Ekron in center to intercept. Ekron ahead to Lee. Far side. Lee brings it in at the top of the slot. Shot is going to get gobbled up by Catchmark. Eight minutes, 44 seconds to go in the game. 3-6, 6-3 Moorhead lead. Face off far side of the Champlin Park zone, handled by Everett. Everett shot, covered up by Catchmark. Face off again will be to the far side of the Champlin Park zone. Refs are loving to converse in this game. Not sure what's going on, but what they're seeing. Shot from Rutcher is going to get swallowed up by Catchmark again. Face-off is going to be handled by Moorhead, sent down into the far side corner. Everett tries to center it up. It'll go off the side of the net, up to Ekron. Ekron, shot. Kick save made by Catchmark. It'll end up along the far side wall and up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy down to Everett. Everett tries to center it up. It's going to be intercepted by Olsen and turned out to center. Swenson's there to steal it away. She'll drop it off for Ekron, who'll send it ahead to Retzer, who'll have it up, poked off her stick by Del Castillo. Swenson. Far side, centers it up, nobody home. But it carried out to center ice by Coon Rapids. Down into the Moorhead zone, stolen away by Little, flip back the other direction. That one's going to go all the way down in and get called back on icing. 7 minutes, 48 seconds to go in the game. 6-3 Moorhead lead, 44-21 on the shots. Face-off is going to be near side of the Moorhead zone between Svek and Shirley. It'll get kicked in over to the near side wall and end up with Abels and cleared out by Shirley. Hockett, near side, carries it, takes a shot, kick save made, puck, a rebound loose. Shot by Shirley will get gobbled up by Catchmark. Face-off far side is going to be controlled by Blaine. They look to clear. It'll be carried out through center by Schmidt and dumped into the Moorhead zone. Centering pass, backhand, kick save made by Paulson, cleared out by Hendrickson. Puck fought for right along the near side. It's going to get kicked out and into the corner. A couple of huge saves by Paulson. Little off the boards, out to center with Shirley. Shirley kicks it ahead. It'll end up all the way down on the stick of Catchmark, who will cover it up. Face-off is going to be far side, Blaine zone. Everett and Baldwin. He kicked right over on the Catchmark, who will cover it up. Face-off again, far side of the Coon Rapids zone. Won by Everett, sent up to Lovejoy. Lovejoy centering to Everett. Chips it up into the air. It'll get sticked away by Catchmark. Out to center, Lovejoy. Lovejoy head to Lee. Lee carries it in near side, has a poke checked over onto the wall. Puck will end up all the way down in the corner. And Everett is going to be headed to the box for checking. And that'll send Blaine back to the power play. 47-23, 6-3 Moorhead lead. 6:28 to go in the game. Faceoff will come back to the far side of the Moorhead zone. Lovejoy, Shirley, Hockett, Ekron. Spuds are going to come away with it. Shirley in the far side corner has it knocked away. Will end up along the far side wall and be sent up to the point. Shot intercepted by Ekron. Cleared out to center by Hockett. Held up along the near side board by Welsh. Turned the other direction by Shirley. Down into her own zone. It'll be Schmidt that has it. She's going to carry it along the far side wall, or carry it around behind the net. Send it along the far side wall. Schmidt back behind her own net. Looks to send it ahead. It'll be intercepted by Shirley. Shirley's going to get knocked. It's going to get knocked away from Shirley. Puck will end up in the near side corner. Held up there by Hockett. Puck will come free and onto the stick of Schmidt. She'll carry it around behind her own net. Looks to send it ahead. It's going to go right through the skates of Lovejoy, who's now going to get called for tripping, but that was not a tripping. So we'll have 54 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey. Face off far side of the Moorhead zone between Barnes and Shirley. Hendrickson and Little left and right. Little will have it back behind her own net, tries to clear it out. It'll end up along the far near side wall with Barnes. Del Castillo from the point, shot cleared out by Hendrickson. Dumped right back down into the Moorhead zone, no icing. Little in the corner. Puck will be sent back around behind the net. Shirley will have it. She's going to carry it out far side and take it in 1-on-5. She's going to bring it around the near side. She looks for the shot, takes a shot. Kick save made by Catchmark. 16-15, 5-on-3. Carried back down into the Moorhead zone by Barnes. She's going to get steered into the corner, looks to center it up. It's going to nobody home. It'll end up on the near side wall with Shirley, right back out through center. Shirley dumps it into the zone. It's going to get kicked out the other direction by Abels, and that one's going to get called back on icing. Spuds are down by 1. Minute 4 left on the penalty kill. 4:25 to go in the third. 6-3 Moorhead lead, 47-23 on the shots. Faceoff will be near side, controlled by Moorhead, stolen away by Coon Rapids. Carried down into the zone. Shot by Peterson is going to cut the deficit to 2. Six-4 Moorhead lead. 4:13 to go. Face off at center between Schmidt and Everett is going to be won by Everett. Everett over to Lee. Lee drops it back. It's going to get knocked away. Sent all the way over to the far side. Little knock it loose. Little along the wall. Has it poked away. Shot from a hard angle by Smetana will go through the crease and all the way out to the near side. Little ahead to Hockett. She gets laid out, no call. Flip back down into the Moorhead zone. Kicked out by Little. Hockett ahead to Everett. Everett carries it down into the Blaine zone. She has it poked off her stick. It'll be sent up to the bottom of the slot, cleared out. Little brings it in, top of the slot. Shot goes high and over the net. Going to be a high stick. And that one's going to end up back in the Moorhead end. Faceoff is going to be near side in the Moorhead zone. Shot from Welch, who's going to get covered up by Paulson. The 3:13 to go into the period. Daly and Shirley near side. Controlled by the Spuds. Ekron will have it back behind her own net. Ekron gets tripped up. No call once again. Puck is going to get sent down into the Blaine end. Shirley shot. Rebound. Swenson will get gobbled up by Catchmark. (6-4) Moorhead lead. 2:56 on a very one-sided reffing game. Face-off near side. Shot Shirley. It goes off the side of the net. Blaine looks to clear. Sent out to center. Hendrickson off the wall. Will be taken there by Peterson. Retzer steps in to get it. Be sent cross ice. Hendrickson to Little. Little, along the near side wall, is able to carry it in and dump it into the corner. Swenson from the point. Shot gets knocked down in traffic. It's going to go all the way the other direction. Swenson is able to knock it over to the near side or over to the far side wall. Peterson's trying to take the shot. Little back behind the net, off the wall to Retzer. Retzer ahead to Shirley. Stolen away by Shirley. Shirley down into the zone, one on nobody, flip shot, rebounds loose, and cleared out to center to Lovejoy. Lovejoy, far side, brings it back to the near, dumps it into the near side corner. Spuds go for the change. Minute and some odd seconds to go. Taken back the other direction by Abels. But intercepted by Eckert. Turned out to center Everett. Everett down in, near side. She goes, carries it in. She's going to have it poked off her stick by Schmidt. Minute 19, 18, 17. Flipped out to center. Eckert will have it just inside of her own zone. Sends it ahead to Everett, near side wall. It'll get turned back the other direction. And all the way behind the Moorhead net. Lovejoy back behind, sends it up to Lee. 54 seconds. Puck comes all the way down on Paulson, who will stick it away. Eckert will send it around back behind the net. Shot. Kick save made by Paulson. Hockett out through center. Kicks it ahead to Shirley, near side, 36-35. Shirley centers it up. It's going to get covered up by Catchmark. We'll have 31 seconds to go. 49-25 on the shots in favor of Moorhead. 6-4 Moorhead lead. Face-off is going to be near side of the Blaine zone. Shirley and Daly to match up. puck will be kicked over onto the near side wall. Blaine looks to clear. Held in by the Spuds and sent down into the corner. Daly will come away with it. She's going to send it along the near side wall to Schweck. It'll be held up there by Hendrickson. Flipped up and out into center and all the way down into the Moorhead zone where Little will go collect it. We'll be down to 10 seconds. Little ahead to Hockett. Cleared right back out of the zone. 5, 4. It'll be held up along the near side wall, and that is going to do it for game number 2 of the Skate for Roses tournament. Your Moorhead Spuds are going to come away victorious on a very hard-fought, one-sided reffing battle. Moorhead will be back in action tonight at 8:20 from the Somerset Ice Arena in Somerset, Wisconsin, where they will take on Cottage Grove Hastings Hockey. So from game 2 in Stillwater at the Skate for Roses tournaments, for my camera operator, Lisa Swenson, my attempted co-host who was chasing a toddler around, Lexi Fish, my Twitter master. I'm Seth. If you haven't done so far, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you tonight. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. We'll see you again real soon.